Hi guys, here's a quick run through of one of the memory key studies for the GCSE. This is Murdock's serial position effect study. Sometimes it's called the serial position curve study, so don't get mixed up on that one. Basically, Murdock wanted to see if short-term memory and long-term memory were separate stores, or sort of done around the same period as the multi-store model. The way that he did that was to essentially read a list of about 20 to 40 words out to participants. Each word had a gap of about 2 seconds between them. And at the end of the list, Murdock basically said to the participants, "Can you record as many of those words as you possibly can, please?" Before the experiment, Murdock split the list into a beginning, middle and end, and through the results process, he realised that the participants had a pretty good job at remembering the beginning of the list, a pretty good job at remembering the end of the list, and they really struggled with the middle. Remembering the beginning of the list is called the primacy effect, and remembering the end is called the recency effect. And these two combined, when a person remembers the beginning and the end, is called the serial position effect. This led Murdock to confirm and conclude that short-term memory and long-term memory are separate, and for quite a few reasons, this study is quite good evidence for the multi-store model, but we'll talk about that in another video. If you're going to evaluate this study, keep it simple, base it on the fact that it's a lab experiment that gives you the simple strengths, how it's highly controlled with extraneous variables so that the cause and effect is a little bit easier to confirm. Also, the high standardization of the control means other psychologists have been able to repeat it, so it's very reliable. But then you've got on your negatives that the environment and task is fairly unnatural and artificial, giving the whole process quite low ecological validity. You want to push that a little bit further then and talk about how that means that the participants would not have been behaving or acting naturally. So we can't necessarily confirm that memory works like this in the real world.